Hi, and welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with me for flute. I'm your teacher, Reesa, and today we're working in the Rubank Intermediate Method for flute or piccolo. And today we're on Summer Evening on page 9, part 2. All right, so why don't we take a look at what we have going on. So first, tell me about our key signature. What do we have going on? We have 1 sharp, F sharp. What key signature is this? Is it major or minor? This is in G major. Excellent. Tell me about our time signature. Common time, 4/4, keeping it simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right. But we can see from our measure 1, it's not a full measure, so we do have a pickup. That means for our count off, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, play. Okay. Let's take a look. Do we have any accidentals? We do. We can see that sometimes we're going to run into some F naturals. Okay, so you can go ahead and circle those in now if you want. We do have a D sharp later on, a C sharp, marked with C natural, a D flat. Might get a little tricky. So we do need to be mindful of that, okay? So why don't we go ahead and just sight read this? Okay, ready? Remember, we have the pickup note. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. So there's some things that are a little bit trickier than others. Hopefully you caught that repeat. If not, no big deal. It was sight reading. So whenever we're sight reading, the biggest thing is just really looking ahead and taking a note of what's to come. And that's why we start this off talking about what's ahead. So we need to just get in the habit of it. Even though we did do some of it together, it's still important to take a moment to look ahead for yourself too. Okay? Because like if we were doing, say, juries, you know, there's not someone there to talk you through it. We need to learn to look ourselves. Anywho, moving on. All right, so let's take a look at the first line, okay? So this isn't too tricky. The trickiest part, in my opinion, is where some of the breath marks are, okay? So it has a breath mark right in between a middle of an eighth run. So let's first just take a look at let's just play that first measure and then we'll take a further look into where the breath mark is, okay? So right now, try to take a breath where the breath marks are marked. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So you can see where it's really challenging right in the middle of those eighth notes. It has to be a really quick breath because time's going to continue without, okay? So it's just super quick. So let's go ahead and just take a look at just that measure, okay? We'll do it slowly and we're just gonna speed it up a little bit. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? So just kind of act like that G is staccatoed even more. Treat it like it's a 16th. All right, let's go ahead and try it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's start speeding it up. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. One more time, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. So that's just an area. Circle that in. Just remember, real short on that G. All right, the rest of it, it's not too complicated. Just watch your countings on something. So like that last measure on that first line, make sure you count to 3 for that half note on the quarter note. Everything else has been a little bit faster, so that might feel slower. Just make sure we just relax, it's fine. Okay, so let's play that whole top line again. This time, still breathing where the breath marks are marked. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, this time we're going to add in our dynamics. So take a look at what they are. We're going to start mezzo forte and we're going to just crescendo up to that one measure, landing on forte. So not a whole lot of movement, but just a little bit. And then on that last measure, starting right at mezzo forte and then crescendoing up. Okay, and that's all we have. Just a little bit of motions, just a little bit. And this time we're going to add in our articulations. So notice not everything is tongued, not everything is slurred either. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, so this time we're adding in dynamics. We're going to add in articulations, continue breathing at the breath mark. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, this time, add in your vibratos. We're going to also start speeding this up a little bit. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. One more time, and then we're going to move on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and move on to line 2. Now, line 2 technically starts from that last measure right after that breath. That D, that's the pickup. So that's where we're going to start off, is technically on that D. Okay, and then we're going into, it's very similar with slurs, breath, and then the rhythm changes a little bit with those half notes, the half note, quarter and quarter. Nothing too complicated, though do pay attention to your C sharp, so mark it in if you haven't. Then it goes back to C natural, okay? And we have a breath mark in the middle of the measure, but it's not in the middle of the run like that, so we should feel okay there. And then that last measure, we do breathe again in the 8th note run, okay? So let's go ahead and do this slowly, breathing where you're supposed to, okay? And we're starting from the pickup note, okay? So starting on D. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So you can feel that that's a repetitive section right there. After we get past some of the new stuff, it's the second breath in from that second line. That's where it repeats from what we had in the beginning. Okay, so we should be feeling pretty strong and confident there. All right, so this time let's take a look at our dynamics. What do we have going on? In official measure 1, we're going to crescendo up. It doesn't say to where to, and then it's going to decrescendo and crescendo. Once again, not marked, so you're gonna have to use your discretion, but the thing is, this is supposed to be like a very passionate, emotional piece, okay? So make sure we add some form of dynamic in, okay? Also, watch your articulations on this one too, as once again, it's not all tongued and it's not all slurred. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right, this time we're gonna add vibrato in, and we're gonna start speeding things up a little bit. Just fully engage in it. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. Let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. Let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the next line. So that would be, let's see, little different. So it continues on the 8th note run. Okay, so, but we don't have a breath in the middle of that, but we do still have to pay attention to our breaths. So this line I think will be okay. Pay attention to the 3rd measure though, 3rd and 4th measure. The rhythm does change up a little bit as we have the dotted quarter going to the 8th. So we're gonna just hold that out a little bit. Okay, so just watch those rhythms there. All right, let's go ahead and just start this one right at the beginning of the 3rd line. No pickup on this one. Okay, we'll start off slowly. Watch your breath marks. We're not going to do the repeat right now. We're only focusing on this line. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. So things to make note of, okay, is in measure 2, we have D sharp, right? That means that D sharp in the 8th note is also D sharp. If you missed it, go ahead and mark it in, okay? And then we have the F natural in that same measure, but the following measure, it's a new measure, so remember that's back to F sharp, okay? Let's go ahead and try that again, watching our breathing. This time, make sure we get those accidentals. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, this time we're going to add in our dynamics. What do we have going on? Last three measures, well, in three measures, well, it'll be a crescendo and a decrescendo. That's it. Once again, not marked, but we want this passionate, so you want to move it to what feels appropriate, what feels good, okay? So we're going to add those. We're going to add our articulations this time, and add in vibrato this time too. Still breathing where the breath marks are marked. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and do it again. Let's speed it up a little bit. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, this time let's start from the beginning and then we'll stop at the repeat, okay? So we're pretending like we're hitting the repeat. Since we've played this whole thing, we can just play through that whole half part. All right, so beginning to repeat, don't do the repeat. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So this is just like a pickup note. So it's kind of weird just seeing it on the sheet music when you think about it, because, well, you know, that last measure could have had that G in it, except for because of the repeat, it's a C. So when we're counting it, or when you're thinking of it, you know, it's still 1, 2, 3, boop, boop, right? So the counting should never really get off. It just looks funny, okay? So we hit with 4 on G. Now this, it might get a little more complicated as well. We do have the 8th note runs. There's no breath mark in that one, but we do have the D flat, all right? And that one's kind of a, gotta think a little bit about it. So D flat, what's D flat equivalent to? C sharp. And then goes down to D. C. Goes down to C. Okay, so that one takes a little bit of thinking power right before you jump into it. It's good to know what is ahead, okay? And then, looking even further, we now have an E flat going to E natural to E flat, okay? So that can throw us off, and then what even throws us off more is A sharp in the following measure. What is A sharp equivalent to? B flat. That's not the right rhythm, but that's the notes. So let's play this measure, let's play this line 4, together slowly, okay? Because we're going to break those 8th notes down, but I want us to just see where we're at. Okay, ready? Remember, we have the pickup note on G. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So yeah, a little bit more brain power here. So let's take a look at the first 8th note run. Let's play those note by note, okay? So we're gonna do F to we'll end it on F. Don't worry about the last two eighth notes there, okay? So starting on F and playing F, E, D, D flat C, D, F sharp, A, F sharp, okay? Ready? And this actually comes on 3, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, okay? Okay, so we're just going to do quarter notes just to get it under our fingers, okay? So I'm going to just give us a 4 count off, and then we're going to go. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start speeding this up, okay, because these are eighth notes, but still continue doing quarter notes right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, this time let's do it as the eighths, okay? So now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, play. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Perfect. So doing the quarter notes really helped, didn't it? All right, let's go ahead and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next eighth note run. We're going to do this the same exact way. We're going to start it with the quarters and then make it into how it's written, okay? So play as quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. This time we're going to play as the eighth notes now, as written. So once again, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, play. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Perfect. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Perfect. I think we're ready to put all of line 4 together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let's go ahead now, add in our dynamics. Okay, there's only one written in. We're going to just crescendo up and add in articulations this time. Okay, ready? And add in vibrato. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now let's start speeding it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. A little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next line, line 5. So that F sharp and F natural previously is the pickup. It goes to the next run. Okay, but we won't worry about, yeah, we will. Okay, so that goes to this, okay? And we still have like our 8th note run. We do have a couple accidentals, so we have that C sharp. Thank goodness, though, that it's on the quarter note. Okay, and then we have that 8th note run towards the end. It's the same notes, the same rhythm. The only difference is we don't have the breath mark in that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to just give line 5 a go. We're gonna start from the pickup note though, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So though it looks a little scary, it feels familiar now, right? Excellent. Okay. I don't think there's too many kinks on this one we need to work out. We don't have any dynamics in this line. We do have articulation, so pay attention to that. Add in your vibrato. Okay, pick up to line 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now let's start speeding it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And one more time faster. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let's take a look at line 6 now. Okay, this is basically continuing on from what we had earlier. Same thing. So if you keep missing your D sharp previously, mark it in on this one because it's the same exact thing. Okay. Yeah, it pretty much repeats itself from what we had earlier. The only thing that's different is the ending. So instead of holding it on B, we just have. And there's a retardando written in. So when you're playing when you're playing as a duet, you want to make sure that you guys follow each other, even though part 1 has just G, so they're going to actually pay attention to you, and you can take that as you're in charge. Okay, but for our video purposes, we're going to just keep it the same. Just know that when you're playing as a duet, you're in control on how much and how slow you want to take that, okay? All right, so I think we're good to just play this towards the end. All of line 6, we should be able to do everything, so add in the dynamics, articulations, and vibrato, okay? Ready? We're going to just start on line 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, and that's it. All right, so now let's go ahead and do it from beginning to end, including the repeat. And then we'll do it as a duet. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. All right. We are now ready to do this as a duet. So, you're going to play the bottom part, like we have been. I'm going to play the top part, with repeats beginning to end. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. How cool was that, right? So that was a fun little duet by GES, Summer Evening. And the duet really does feel like it, doesn't it? Perfect. All right, well, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please let me know in the comments. While you're down there, don't forget to hit like, notify, and subscribe. Thanks for joining, and until next time.